the Arche, Mesos, and Telos of it all. What on earth do those three words mean? It's just fancy Greek for the beginning, middle, and end of it all. Beginning, middle, and end. Let's talk through each of those three. Ready? The Arche. At the beginning of the understanding of the gospel, we actually have what's called the Abrahamic covenant. The Abrahamic covenant starts with this passage in Genesis chapter 12, which some people understood as that was the start of the book of Genesis, and then chapters 1 through 11 were a later addition. So this is really quite from the start. Here we go. The Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples will be blessed through you." So from the very beginning of Genesis, chapter 12, verses 1 through 3, which potentially was the original start of the Hebrew scriptures, is the idea that all people will be blessed, not some. It's at the beginning, the Arche. Okay? Now the Mesos, what's that? The middle. And Christ is in the middle, reconciling. He's holding all things together. And so Christ is, in a very deep and profound way, stepping into the middle of time to make something unique happen. Here we go. Christ holds things together in the middle as the beginning and the end, personified and incarnated, revealed, quote, in the middle. Okay? There's this idea that God is the beginning and the end, the Arche and the Telos, the Alpha and the Omega, right? But he shows up in the middle as the one that says, "Oh, I know what the end is going to be, and I was there at the start of it all." The end is connected to the beginning, the Arche. The beginning said, all peoples will be blessed through Abraham and his descendants. And as a result of that, the end of all time, the telos, will be that all will be blessed. And Christ shows up in the middle, reconciling all of the mess, but saying, oh, the plan from the start has always been about blessing all, not some, and I'm here along the way, and I'm going to make sure and ensure that the end is going to come about. And so the telos is this, the gathering up and raising up of all things. So there's two passages quickly to look at about the telos. John chapter 12, which says, "And I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw or drag all people to myself. I will drag all people to myself and bless all people, just like how the book of Genesis said I was going to do." Oh. But here's a passage in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 7 to 10. I'll read it. "In him," the Christ, "we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins in accordance with the riches of God's grace that he lavished on us. With all wisdom and understanding, he made known to us the mystery of his will according to his good pleasure, which he purposed in Christ to be put in effect when the times reach their fulfillment." The word fulfillment there can also mean end. When things reach their completion, their fulfillment, their goal, their purpose. Because the telos is not only that God will bless all people, like he said from the start, that he will reconcile all people, which he said in the middle, but also this, to bring unity to all things in heaven and on earth under Christ. That the telos is that God is going to bless and to reconcile and to unite all things in heaven and on earth under this one Christ who showed up in the middle and in secret then revealed who was and is the Alpha and the Omega, the one through whom, by whom, for whom all things were created, sustained, loved, and reconciled. Oh, so what's the Arche, Mesos, and Telos of it all? Is that from the beginning to the middle to the end, it's always been God's intention and plan to be the the agent, the initiator, and the completer of blessing all people, reconciling all, and to bring to unity all things. So to gather all things like a mother hen under the headship of this one Christ. And no one is left out. Because, again, Genesis 12 says, through Abraham and his descendants will be the blessing of all peoples. So, this was the Arche, Mesos, and Telos of it all.